What's up? What's up? What's up, loves? Welcome back to the channel. Hold on, let me get myself situated right here. What's up, guys? So I last minute decided to do a live Q&A that I am super excited about. I'll just wait for a few more people to come in. So why I was on Instagram earlier today. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram. And I decided that I was going to do a Q&A video to upload on here. And last minute, I decided, you know what? Let's make this a live video. This is something that I want to do a lot more this year. And just because of how my life has been recently, it's been super hard to upload, but we're trying. It's 2019, y'all. It is 2019. So there we go. It's 2019. So I want to make sure that I stay connected with you guys and upload more content because it makes me happy. And I want to do more of what makes me happy 2019. So there are a few of you guys watching right now. So say, hey, hi, Sierra. Thank you. Okay, so if you are here, I definitely love to hear from you guys in the comment section, in the live chat. I think that would be cool. The thing that I love about loved about Periscope was the interaction, and I want to bring that to YouTube. So I want to see if I can do more of these. All right, because with recording, I tried to record today. Hi, sweet Carmel. I tried to record today. And I had so many technical difficulties. I recorded a full video, found out that the audio was not up to par. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let that get me down. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a live video instead. So I was on Instagram, and so I asked you guys some questions on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should be. And I decided that I wanted to answer your questions. So I had a few questions. And I'm going to take some time to answer them. Now, if you're watching this live, I want to hear some of your questions too. So you can go ahead and put that in the live chat and then I'll answer them. All right. So let's see what people asked. All right. And also, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. What city, state, country. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. So the first question, I'm just going to go top to bottom. So the most recent question that I got was, how long have you been in the nursing field? And I have been a nurse now, ATL. Yes. I have been a nurse now for six going on 7 years. This will be my 7th year, I think, as a nurse. Yep, it would be 7 years. Isn't that crazy? I felt like I was just graduating the other day. Sacramento, California. Yes, I have been there just one time. And I have a friend that lives in Northern California. So yeah, 7 years. Next question, and that was from MD Frankie at 79. So shout out to you. The next is a question from Lovin' My Natural Curls. And Lovin' My Natural Curls asks, will you ever go back to a job in nursing administration? Oakland, but in Chicago now. Cool. Have I been to either? I've not been to Oakland. I've only passed through Chicago. I definitely want to go to Chicago and actually spend some time there. I think that would be cool. Will you ever go back to a job in nursing administration? Not on purpose, like not purposely, but I'm open to whatever, God wants for me. And so I don't have any near future plans to go back to administration, but who knows? The next one is from Erica 11717. What up, girl? What up, Erica? Erica has been here for a while. We're actually from the same area in New York. So what up, girl? Her question is, I have strict Haitian parents. How did you introduce your fiance to your family? Yeah. So we did the traditional route. We did, old school sat our parents down, and he came over the house and spent a weekend with my family, and he sat down with my mom and my dad, and they had a chance to, ask him some questions, and that they did. My dad did grill him. We will hopefully eventually be able to tell you guys the whole story, but we did it in a way that I think my parents would most appreciate. And I think because of that, they end up having a lot of respect for him, because it's not easy to put yourself in that type of position. And for those of you guys who are Haitian, y'all know we are some intense people. And so I know that wasn't easy for, it wasn't easy for me. And like, I was nervous, shaking in my boots. So that's the way we did it. He came and spent the weekend and sat down and had a long conversation with my parents. Next question. Next question. I'm going to say it anyway. This is from Brian, my sister's husband, AKA brother-in-law. Why do your parents make getting food for them so difficult? That's like an inside joke. It's really difficult buying food for my parents. It's just, they're very picky and it's very difficult. But anyway, we just did that last night, which is why he put the question there, I think. But next question is from Steph Fabulous. Steph Fabulous says, "Hi, how did you meet your fiance? Where you guys live after marriage, and tips on long distance relationships? Love you." That's a lot of questions. So hopefully, guys, the lighting is not too bad, but hold on, let me adjust. My leg is hurting a little bit. So a lot of questions. So the first one was, how did you meet your fiance? I met my fiance through mutual friends. We met through mutual friends. So I knew these people from college. He knew them from grad school. And so, like I said, one day we'll go through the story. But that's essentially how we met. And so, yeah, so if it wasn't for these people, we probably wouldn't have known each other. And if it wasn't for me actually stepping out and going to this event, I probably would have never met him either. So, yeah, that's how we met. Where will you guys live after marriage? So this is like a question that's currently we're still answering. And I feel like every day it's different. Every day the answer to this question is different. It's probably one of our bigger struggles right now, is planning after marriage. It's funny because if I were to tell you guys how what wedding planning is going, I would tell you that. I mean, short of it being expensive and me spending all kind of money, that sucks. But outside of that, the actual planning has not been bad. But planning for life after marriage, I think that's where we've been struggling with and trying to come to a consensus of something that's good for the both of us. So as of right now, I don't know. Tips on long distance relationships. So if you guys didn't know, I am in a long distance relationship. My fiance lives about 3.5 hours from me now. When we first got into a relationship, my fiance lived 6 hours from me. And so it's, been part of our relationship, the whole relationship. So we don't know anything different when it comes to us two. All we've known is long distance for us. And so it almost doesn't feel weird. It almost feels a little natural. It's tough because I think our tough moments is when we're together and then we have to separate from each other. And it's kind of like, oh, I wish we didn't have to do this. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, you make it work. And so being intentional, the tips I would give is being intentional about spending time with each other. And the phone, well, let's start there. Being intentional about seeing each other. And so if that means coming up with a schedule, like next month, this is the weekend, I'm going to come up, you're going to come up, whatever, I'm off this weekend. It's a good weekend for us to hang out, whatever. Being purposeful about spending your time with each other and allowing the other person to see that you're making that effort. The other thing I would say is also being purposeful about communicating in general, because the phone becomes a lot more important. Phone text messages become a lot more important in the setting And so, making sure that you guys are having, talking on the phone every day, checking in with each other via text, depending on what your job is. And if you can check in with each other during the day, it means a whole lot, good morning text messages, good afternoon. Hey, I'm just thinking about you, quick call on my break, things like that. So that the person knows that you're on their mind and that you guys are connecting, even though you guys aren't like face to face. So those are the things that I would say. Those are the tips that I would give for long distance relationships. I feel like I'm like breezing through these questions because we're only at 10 minutes right now. Next question is from Kitsia X and underscore XO. And she says, how did you and your fiance meet? How long did y'all date before he proposed? So I already answered you guys' questions on how long or how did we meet? I feel like that it needs to be like a different story to actually get into the whole thing. But we met through mutual friends. It wasn't a setup, like, it wasn't like, oh, I have this friend that I want you to meet. No, we didn't. We weren't interested in each other at all when we first met. It was like a strictly platonic meeting. Things didn't actually start until 3 years later, something like that, 3 years later. And so literally when we met that's all it was when we actually met. And when we reconnected, that's something entirely different. And like I said, we could do a whole video on that. The second part of her question was, how long did y'all date before he proposed? So how long did we date? So what do y'all consider dating? What is that? We were seeing each other for about a year. About a year before he proposed. Almost. No, a year. A year to the date before he proposed. And so yeah, when you know, right? Let's see what other questions we have here. How are you liking your job in the ICU? So if you guys didn't know, I recently switched jobs and I will now work in critical care. And it has definitely been a new experience, a different experience for me. And I'm learning so much. It's nursing on a completely different level. And I'm actually enjoying the process. I think anything that's new, I'm going to enjoy. Anything that challenges me, I'm going to enjoy. And so right now I am enjoying the process. Miss R 2020 says, are you still teaching? I'm not teaching. It's interesting. I just got the opportunity to teach this semester. And I turned down the opportunity because honestly, I have a lot on my plate right now and I don't want to overwhelm myself. I barely can get YouTube videos out and then add another job while planning for a wedding. It's just too much newness, too much change all at one time. I'm like, listen, let me get settled in this job that I currently have, get comfortable on the unit that I currently work on. And then we can add some other things to the plate once I get used to what's already on my plate. Y'all feel me? So yes, though I absolutely loved it and I hope to go back to teaching in the future, the opportunity that I passed up is going to be available again for me come time fall. So yeah. Sometimes you'll have to make a decision for your sanity. And that was one that I made, though it would have been great having extra dollars and stuff like that. How I saw it was I'll just do overtime on the current job that I have rather than adding like a whole different new thing to my schedule. Because though I've taught before, it's going to be a new university, new students, new hospital that I'm doing clinicals on, or clinicals at, new floor that I'm doing clinicals on. Anyway, one thing at a time. So yeah. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, there's a few y'all watching. Hey, Star Bell. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the live. Right now, I'm pulling from Instagram, but I will answer you guys' questions as well. Hold on, y'all. How did I X out of Instagram? Let's see. let's see. I had a question that I can't find now. Where is this question? Do you want kids, and if so, how many? From Aromi. Do I want children? Yes, eventually. Not right now though, but eventually. Can y'all see me as a mother? I just listen, I can't even visualize it. I can't even picture it. But in theory, I do want it. The idea of sort of passing on your character, your traits onto another person. And basically, that's your legacy in that child and everyone that came before you. I think that's amazing and that's a beautiful thing. So I actually look forward to it, but it's just not something that I want right now, you know? Yes, Marsh B. Hopefully I'll leave it up on the channel. If y'all follow me on Instagram or Periscope, you know, a lot of times I actually don't leave my lives up because we get so deep over there on Periscope that sometimes, you know, I just can't leave it online for everyone to see. But I plan to leave this one up on the internet. So Miss Soap Love R, she just submitted her question a few seconds ago, says, when is your big day? When is your big day? So this question is probably the only question that I can't answer just yet. I can't answer just yet, guys. I can't. And the only reason why is I don't want to put it online yet because I haven't sent out my save the dates. You missed the question, the answer to your question. What was your question, Marsh B? Yeah, I haven't sent out my save the dates yet, and I don't want any of my family or friends saying that they heard online what the date was before. So I ordered my save the dates, and they should get here like in the next few weeks or so, whatever, and then eventually I'll send them out. So once I get those sent out, then I'll be able to be free to talk about the date here. But I can say that I'm getting married this year, 2019. Let's see. Will the structure of your business change once both you and your sister are married? Oof, that's a good question. So, will the structure change? No. Now, I mean, not the foundation. Now, how it is ran will change. That's for sure, because it's going to be difficult. Right now, it's still very easy to run the business together because we still live with each other. We meet regularly. I send out some orders. She sends out some orders. It's very easy. But even the way we do it right now, though it's easier to do it because we're in the same place, it could easily be run separately, you know, but what we would have to do is split the inventory up. And I have some, she has some, or maybe she takes over inventory and sending out, and I focus on marketing. Like how it works will change, but I think the core of it will remain the same. So yeah, that's a really good question, but it's something that we don't have to think about for a little bit. Which is good. Most of 2019, if it continues to go as it's going right now, you know, my sister and I won't have to worry about this change probably until toward the end of the year. So, good question. It's a good question, y'all. Yes. Yeah, but it's definitely going to be a challenge, I think, but you know, there's nothing that these sisters can't do, especially when we have put our heads together. Okay. Like I said, guys, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop it in the live chat. And if not, I will pull some questions from YouTube. And if you're just coming in, let me know where you guys are watching from. Oh, Marsh B. Okay. That was you then. That was you. Stepha Fabulous, is that you? Is that your question? Let me see. Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at your picture. Yeah, I answered your question toward the beginning of the live, and basically, in short, just to touch on it briefly, and you can watch it in the replay, is that I don't know where we're going to live after marriage. And then the second long distance was being purposeful about spending time with each other. Really? Thanks for joining. Being purposeful about spending time with each other. Hi, Miss Haitian RN. Yes, Haitian and nurse. Okay, I see you. Being purposeful about spending time with each other. Making sure that you stay in contact with each other, stay connected. So whether that's through text message or phone call, being purposeful about doing those things, because you can easily get disconnected if those things start to fade. Plan it out, plan it so that is it every other weekend? Is it every weekend? Is it once a month? Is it the first weekend of the month, last weekend of the month? Be purposeful about spending time with each other. And then in between time, stay connected. Utilize things like FaceTime, Google Hangout, or whatever to make sure that you sort of fill in that gap that person's, fill in that gap. The person's not there. You can't see them every day. But a lot of times, people got full-time jobs. Even when you're in a relationship, you might not be seeing, and the person's down the street, you may not see them every day. So, yes, girl, I love that little necklace that you had on in your profile. But anyway, yeah, because people have full-time jobs and bills. And so you still might not see the person every day. But if it is a long-distance relationship, you really do have to be purposeful about spending time with them and then staying connected in between those, monthly, weekly, or stuff meetings. You're in Jamaica? Yeah, really, girl? I'm jealous of your weather right now. If you guys look outside, it's like snow on the ground and it's a hot mess. London, England. I've only been to London once. I want to visit again, hopefully soon, within maybe the next year or so. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Let's see. Let's go to Instagram, see if there are any more questions here. And like I said, you guys can drop them over there as well. Hold on. I'm going to the post right now to see. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. Oh, Letitia Laura says, your makeup is stunning. It wasn't a question, but it was a comment. I'm going to go ahead and respond to that. No problem. No problem, Marsh B. Okay. Oh, okay. There's one that I missed. How are you enjoying wedding planning? What was the price range for the studio that you lived in NYC? Ooh, girl, I won't give you a range. I'll tell you the exact thing. So for that 402, I believe, square foot apartment, it was $2,200 a month. Yes, $2,200 a month. Now, before you judge me, because I see you side-eyeing me. I see it. I see you side-eyeing me. If you guys watched my vlogs during that time, you guys would see, did you see that view? Did you see the view that I had, though? You was, right? You side-eyeing me. Did you see the view that I had? I was on the 30-something floor. Actually, at first I was at the 40-something floor, and then I went down to the 30-something floor. And it was so beautiful. There was so much light that came into the room. When you understand yourself and you understand what you need, you will make sacrifices to make sure you have those things. I need light, right? For someone who has a tendency, I need light. Light helps to elevate my mood, elevate my spirit. I need light. And that view, breathtaking. And I'm in the morning, woke up, got my, coffee, and then just stared out in the morning and had those few minutes of just like peace. Ooh, I loved it. And then location. I was living in, yes, that is so true. I was living in downtown Brooklyn. And so I literally was like one stop from the city, depending on which line I took. I had, I had the F, I had the N, I had the Green Line 5. I had I can't even remember, all of these lines right within walking distance. Right outside of my door, the F train was there. And then another block, it was like everything came through that area. And so I literally was a hop from the city, and public transportation was A1. And because it's downtown Brooklyn, there's so many restaurants, there's so many stores, there's so many, I don't know if you guys have seen what downtown Brooklyn looks like now, but it looks like the Manhattan now. Like cross the bridge, you can't even tell that you're in Brooklyn. Well, you can't even tell that you're in Brooklyn, whatever. It looks just like Manhattan, looks just like the city. And so, and everything is there. So I could be close to my family who lived in Brooklyn, but I also could have access to the city in terms of location. I had, a doorman. I didn't have to worry about people stealing my mail. That's nothing with the city. In the city, I didn't have to worry about anybody stealing my mail. My mail got accepted and was stowed away from me, so I could come pick it up. There was a dry cleaners downstairs. There was, a place where I can get my dog room downstairs. There, even though I didn't have them most of the time that I was there. The mail stealing is another thing. And I wasn't about to have that. So I got so much PR and stuff like that to the apartment. I didn't want to worry about people stealing my packages. That's something I did not want to worry about. They also had like a rooftop that you can also look into the city. And there was like a game room downstairs. There's a full gym downstairs as well that you can use, a yoga room, meditation room. I mean, in terms of amenities, this place had it. And so to me, I was like, it was worth it at the time. And I do not regret my decision. I actually don't. I had an amazing time there. Now, would I make that type of decision right now in my life? I don't think so. I just don't think I would do it. But yeah, so $2,200. When you think, and don't get me wrong, guys, the $2,200, don't think like, oh, Patricia was out here making herself broke over a nice apartment. I could afford that apartment comfortably with the money that I was making. So don't make it seem like I was broke and I was just trying to live a certain life that I couldn't afford. That was not the case. I could afford that apartment. Now, I could have saved more money if I went deeper into Brooklyn, and I would have had a longer commute to work, and I wouldn't have had the nice amenities, but I could have saved like a clean $500 a month had I done that. But I made the decision that I made, and and that's that. And that's that. Okay, so the other question was, how am I enjoying wedding planning? And wedding planning, it's funny because it's fun. The wedding planning has not been, like, in and of itself has not been stressful for me. Like, in and of itself has not been stressful. What's been stressful is like the whole money issue, like not having, because you have these big ideas and then you look at your pocket and you're just like, my ideas and my pocket just don't match up. And these people out here to rob you. The moment you say it's for a wedding, y'all, and they're like, okay, $3 million. And it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And I promise you, a lot of times I don't intentionally, choose things that are expensive, but I promise you my taste is just, I was talking to my event designer and I was telling her, this is my issue. I went to go see the florist. I brought her some pictures from Instagram that I saw. I printed out the pictures, had in my little binder and everything. I'll show you guys my little binder, wedding planning binder. Actually, I'll show you. I'll show y'all the picture that I showed her so you guys know what I'm talking about. I want to do wedding planning videos, but maybe toward like closer to my actual date, I will do it. But as of right now, oh man, I wanted to show you guys the picture the first picture I showed her. What the? Here it is. All right, so this is the picture that I showed her, right? And this is the inspiration that I wanted for my bouquet, right? Got bride written up there. And she was like, the moment she looked at it, she was just like, oh, and I can't even remember what these are called, but these pink things that are coming out. She wants you to plan her wedding. You should. It's so fun. It's so fun. People say it's stressful, but it's fun, actually. These things right here, I can't remember what they're called. My florist was like, oh, those are expensive. You know what I mean? And I was like, I didn't even know. Like, all I saw was on Instagram, and I was like, this is perfect. Probably with a little bit of less pink, but this is perfect. And she was just like, oh, that's expensive. And she was pointing out what flowers, what, and expensive, girl. And then the ones that I picked for my bridesmaids here, also she started to pick apart, and she was like, well, I don't think I can get those flowers in your around your wedding date because they're out of season, and if I try to get them, they're gonna be dumb expensive. I'm just like, why do I always have to like everything that's so expensive? Am I using all real flowers? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And flowers are expensive. Not silk. No, I'm not doing silk. I'm not doing silk for my bouquets or any of the bouquets or actually any of the arrangements. The only place that you might see fake flowers are on like my tables, like my like maybe like the dessert table or the table that has the guest book or stuff like that. But like the aisle runners, the arrangements where the ceremony is going to be, all of my centerpieces, all of them are fresh flowers. So yeah, guys, it adds up quickly. Adds up real quick. So wedding planning is actually going good. It's just like, man, I wish I had more money to spend, and so that, but I've been being creative to cut costs where possible, and also spending the money where I need to spend the money, because there's certain places you can't cut costs. So maybe you can enter those wedding competitions. Yeah, and see if they'll give me a wedding. You know what I mean? That would be nice. But here's the thing, like and the thing is, I was talking to someone else. Yes, she did. I was talking to someone else, and they were saying like, oh, she's getting married the same month as me, and she was like, I'm not too sure what I want, and I keep going back and forth, and I'm like, I'm not one of those girls. Like, I know exactly what I want. I know what I want it to look like. I know the theme of the wedding. I know, and it's like, it's got to be executed the way that I want it. From Orlando, hey girl, hey. Oh, thank you for joining. But yeah, so that has been my thing, and maybe it's been a little bit easier because I know exactly what I would like and what I want to see. So yeah, guys, it's been a really cool process. I do want to do a video eventually on planning, on staying organized. It's another thing. Part of that is having the book that I carry, which has like the copies of my contracts, my design ideas, things like that are in here. And then also my spreadsheets that I do, that my fiance and I share and add to for the guest list, for things like that. So it's actually been a really relatively smooth process. I think the most challenging thing that we've had is what's happening to our relationship in the process. That's the tough part. That's the tough part for us. It's not the actual wedding planning. I think we're mostly on the same page. My fiance is not one of those men who are like, I don't care, you can do whatever you want to do types. He actually kind of wants to be involved in certain things. So, and we're mostly on the same page when it comes to choosing things or whatnot. Let me know, would you guys prefer someone who like didn't care at all, that kind of let you do whatever you want to do or like execute your vision? Or would you want someone that also was like heavily involved in the process? Because I think if you would have told me before what I would have preferred, I would have told you I would have preferred someone who was hands off. But it's actually good at having someone who can step in and give their opinion, but not like overbearing. You know what I'm saying? Like a sweet spot in the middle. If the wedding reception is in the same location, they can use the same flowers by moving them during yes, that is the case. For my ceremony arrangements are going to be moved But because I have 16, 17, 20 tables, that's not all of my arrangements from the ceremony are not going to be able to, I can't put those on the table. You know what I mean? And also the ones that are on the table cannot be used in the ceremony because of what they look like. It's just, it wouldn't work. And when y'all see my pictures, you guys will understand what I'm sort of saying. But the ceremony centerpieces are really tall. And because my ceremony is outdoors, and it's kind of in the mountains, so it's going to be slightly windy, likely. I don't want those to topple over and fall. But I am going to be using the flatter, shorter arrangements in both places. Somewhat involved since I don't have a dream wedding in mind. Also, since it's our day, not my day. Okay, I'm a country, so someone that isn't involved would be great for me. I feel you, girl. I feel you. I would like more inputs that we both feel honored. Yes, I do. So he is, like I said, there's certain things that he cares about. He cares about the pictures. He cares about the video, which I think is important because, the flowers will die, and the food will be consumed and then expelled. But what you're left with is those memories. And so investing in pictures, investing in video, that has been a priority for the both of us. Now I'm more interested in video, but I'm a YouTuber, so I'm going to want to go all out for video. He's more interested in pictures. He wants the pictures to be A1. But yeah, so we've been both involved in that. And catering, I don't really care about the food because my thing is like, look, food is food. You know what I'm saying? Some chicken, some rice, some salmon, some rice, some steak, some rice, some potatoes, whatever. It's fine. I know it's bad. Whatever, judge me. I see y'all judging me. But listen, a little tilapia and potatoes and kill nobody. Okay. I'd rather take that money and put it in my pictures. But, or my video or my makeup, but homeboy, he don't feel like that. He wants the food to be good. So anyway, we have a tasting next month. So we're going to be deciding on food, but I really, most of the time we're like on the same page. So that makes it pretty easy. But if you would have told me, I would have preferred somebody who was hands off that let me do what I wanted to do. But it definitely helps to have a second opinion. For the first year anniversary. Yes, that's a good idea. I actually still have my flowers from my engagement. They're actually all dried up and I have them in like a little dish that's like displayed in my bedroom. So I still have those. It's all about, in my culture, it's all about the food too. But look, does your fiance watch your videos? Are you going to vlog the wedding? I want to vlog the wedding. I want to vlog the weekend. I want to vlog the process. I was actually thinking about hiring someone to do that for me so that I can have you guys along and I didn't have to worry about actually doing it and editing it. What do you guys think about that? Like having a videographer come in and do it for me and just kind of capture those like small moments. No, enjoy your day. You don't want to vlog. That's sweet. Yeah, in my culture, the food is very important too. But food is also expensive. So, when I look at my catering, the more expensive things you get, the more it's expensive per person or per plate. So we will see. We'll see if we can come to a happy medium on that. But let me tell you something. If it comes between the food and the video, I'm going to choose the video every time. I'm just going to let you know. Because the food will go away. But those videos and those pictures, they stay forever. So my advice would be, and I don't know, maybe afterwards it'll change. And that's what the good thing about doing this. And maybe for those of us who haven't gotten married yet, after the fact, I can come and let you guys know what I think. Queen Karen says, have you selected your hairstyle already? No, girl. No, Karen. Matter of fact, all 30 of some of y'all that are watching this video right now, if you guys have any suggestions for your girl, y'all know where to find me. Hit me up on Instagram. Tweet them to me. I want to know. I have an idea. of what I would like. Can I show y'all it? I don't know if that's allowed. Is that allowed? I'm gonna tell you, I break so many rules when it comes to be like, oh, you're not supposed to show people your dress. I've done that. I haven't showed him my dress. He hasn't seen it, but his mother has seen it. My mother has seen it, but I feel like that's special. You know, should be able to share it with him. Natural hair with a section. I want to do extensions. Breaking all the rules. I want to do extensions, but I want to do like a natural looking, like kinky straight, wand curl, kinky straight, and then pin up the back and let some hair. Listen, okay, I'll show you what I want the texture to look like. That's as far as I've gotten. This is what the texture I want it to look like. So I want to do kinky straight and then wand curl the hair so that it gives like a natural type of look. That's what I'm thinking of. And then I kind of want to like pin the back kind of like this a little bit and like in a messy way. And then maybe put like some hair jewelry. Girl, I don't know. Send me ideas, okay? I do want it at least some of it down. I don't mind if some hair is pulled away from my face, but I want most of it down. I do not want my hair up for my wedding. So if y'all have any suggestions, let your girl know. Thank you, Karen. I hope so. I hope so, girl. I know it's interesting. I know exactly what my makeup look like. But in terms of hair, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. Yeah. So your girl's wedding is pretty much all planned. The thing that I'm doing now is putting money down on things and so that I can actually secure my date. That's the whole thing right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see if I have any more questions on here. And like I said, the floor is open for you guys to ask questions. This is ginger ale. I've been on a ginger ale kick lately. I do not know why, but I just have been. All right, let's go back to the post and see if anyone is asking any more questions. I think that's it. I think those are all the questions from Instagram. Oh, wait, okay, I missed that one. Does he watch my videos? He does now. He does now. For the longest time, I encouraged him not to watch my videos. Because I thought, hey, boo, natural, okay. We're going to answer this question, but we need to take a moment to congratulate Natural Posh, who just graduated from nursing school. I am so proud of her. She's been watching my channel for a long time, and it's been just amazing seeing her journey. So congratulations to you, girl. Why are you so beautiful? That's very sweet. Thank you, love, and congratulations to you. Okay, so does he watch my videos? No. He doesn't watch my videos. Why are we taking time to perfect your cooking rate? That's a good question. He doesn't watch. He didn't watch my videos for the longest time. I encouraged him not to watch my videos because I felt like it was like a cheat. You know what I mean? Like I felt like because you guys get to see a lot of my personality, a lot of who I am, a lot of what I believe in, a lot of, you know what I mean? So I felt like you was like getting to see the answers to the test a little bit. That's how I felt anyway. I also felt because my videos are very revealing in terms of my inner thoughts. And in real life, I'm much more quiet and I'm a little bit more of a book that you have to crack open and flip through and actually read and study and take notes. And so I felt like in a lot of ways it was like cheating. So I encouraged him not to, but now, girl, he's going through every single vlog, watching every single vlog, then writing notes, then coming back to me with questions, commentary and stuff like that. And it's so funny that now that he has seen the vlogs, he's like, how come you don't vlog anymore? This is so cool. Like, why don't you do this as much anymore? So he's very, very supportive. I hear it every day. You vlogging, whatever. Like this past weekend I spent with him. I brought my camera, but I did not vlog. And y'all, I'm gonna get my life together. Am I taking time to perfect my cooking? No. No and yes. Yes and no, because when he comes, like this weekend, he'll be here. I always cook. And because he's coming, I cook. And because he comes often, I cook more often. And I guess when you cook more often, you get better at it. So purposely, no, but accidentally, yes, I am working on it. Will you be a mixed household when it comes to meals? I guess in a way, because I don't eat meat and my fiance does, but he doesn't mind eating like tofu and vegetarian stuff. So I don't have any problem cooking stuff like fish, but I rarely cook chicken. So you'll have to get that from somewhere else. So, I mean, we should be able to cook one meal and be fine. If you want some chicken or some steak or something else, you can get that from a restaurant, something like that. But yeah, good question. Did I miss anything? I think that's it. Y'all are so good. Congratulating Natural Posh. Her name is Shanta. I met Shanta in New York a few years ago. By the way, y'all, if y'all on the DMV, hit me up. Okay, hit me up. Shanta hit me up and was like, let's meet. You're in New York, let's meet. And that's how I met her. Are you excited for marriage life, Karen? Karen, do you want the truth? Y'all know I'll always keep it like 100% with y'all. Am I excited? I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all in this moment. Okay. I want all y'all to go like this live for what I'm about to tell y'all right now, because I'm about to keep it 100% honest with y'all. Okay. And I want to hear, and don't go ghost on me. I want to hear what you guys think after I drop this on you guys. Okay. We got 2 likes. Let's get some more of them. Encourage me so I can be very, very honest with you guys, because I will. All right. So am I excited about marriage life? The answer to that question is I am absolutely petrified. Petrified. That's the answer, Karen. I am absolutely petrified. This is new territory. I've absolutely never been married before. I grew up in a home with 2 parents who stayed married and have been married over 30 years. So I know what it looks like, but I've never been in it, you know? So that's the answer. The answer is I'm absolutely petrified, but I am very hopeful and positive about the whole thing, right? But I have to be honest, and I have to let y'all know that truth be told, I'm scared. I'm scared. And that's just it. I've been living my own life like all these years by myself. And I really want to do a video about this for my like long-term singles and what it's like to get in a relationship after being single for so long and then planning your life with someone. It's crazy because I'm still in the mode of, you know, my dreams, my aspirations. This is where I thought I was going to be in a year or 2 or 3 or 4. And now you have a whole other person to consider who comes with their own dreams and aspirations and goals and things like that, and having to meet in the middle. And now all of a sudden you were very clear about what your life is going to look like in a year. But then all of a sudden it's crazy. Yeah, you get comfy. You get comfy. And let me tell you guys this, for those who are watching, who are single, do you work together would be awesome. And I know we are, but I want to be honest about that because a lot of people come up here and they're just like, oh, I'm so excited. It's just so beautiful. I need to be honest with you guys. He will sharing a whole nother space with a man. Like listen, I've never lived with a man before. Okay. So this is all new, all new. But yes, I wanted to share something with my singles out there. You know, last year, okay, so my engagement party, I don't know if you guys saw the post from my engagement party on Instagram. Well, my fiance and I, we were talking about our engagement party a few days after the engagement party, and we were just kind of reminiscing on it. And the engagement party, the day, which my sister chose, was a year to date from our first date. A year to date from our first date. That's how quickly your life can change. You know what I mean? Like if you would have told me on that date as I was sitting there that this would be the person that I was going to be marrying, I don't know, like it would have shook me a little bit. I'm not saying I wouldn't have believed you, I might have not believed you, but it definitely, I might have not believed you. Like, but it shook me. That's how quickly your life can change. Yeah, because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm sorry. It's gonna be yes, it is gonna be great. God is gonna come in, and we're both believers, and that's an amazing thing. And He's gonna make this thing wonderful. And as long as we keep Him in the middle, everything is gonna be fine. But still, I'm gonna let y'all know, like, it's crazy. This is a lot of change very quickly. Yeah, I might have not believed. LOL, I might have not believed you. I'd be like, what happened? Well, him here now? When next year? You lying? And so that's what I'm telling you guys. Right now it may seem like, oh, you living your single life. Next thing you know, you somebody's wife. I'm just saying. I am just saying. So your life can change in just a moment. In just a moment. And so, yes, I do. I put a lot in thought. Sometimes too much thought. I be overanalyzing, but I do. I put a lot of thought into my decision. What's an advice that someone gave you about marriage? I've gotten let me tell you, for those guys who are engaged or who have ever been engaged, know this. The moment you tell someone that you're engaged, it's like an open invitation for people to give you advice, about marriage and what they feel about marriage or their opinion or whatever. So I've heard a lot of things. Probably the most valuable thing, I don't think I can share online, that someone has given me. And it's only because I would love to share this in person. If I ever get to meet any of you guys in person, I will share that. But married 25 years, that's awesome. That is awesome. But the most valuable advice that someone gave me was about marriages being selfless. If you're so worried about serving the other person, and if you are more worried about making them happy and putting a smile on their face and them doing the same for you, both people are served. But if you're thinking about yourself and they're thinking about themselves, then you guys leave empty. And to me, that was so valuable because a lot of times you walk into a situation, you're like, what can this person do for me? And that's not really what it's supposed to be. Keep your eyes in that other person. What is their love language? And how can you speak to them in their love language? And them doing the same for you, both people walk away fulfilled. But if you're too worried about yourself and what you can get out of it, then you're empty, And marriage, I think, is one of those things that God has given us that really helps to embody His relationship and how He feels about us. And I've learned that in this relationship, I've learned that in this relationship. So that's definitely one of the most valuable things that someone has told me in terms of advice. And I've heard many things. The other thing I will share, but I just won't share it now, and it's particularly for women. It's the best advice that I've gotten about women. What is this? Sorry. Greed, selflessness, and a serving mentality is important. Yes, and not to go to bed angry. Yeah, that's very, very, very important. I'm trying to check in with Instagram to see if I got career update. Esther online asked for a career update. Marriage will help you understand how big. Yes, Judith. Yes, so true. Someone asked for a career update. The career update is I'm working in a medical ICU right outside DC, and I'm learning, I'm growing, and it's challenging. But I like it so far. I work with some really cool people. I love my coworkers. Oh my gosh, I do. I really like my coworkers. Yeah, can I just say that I'm so happy for you? Like, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, you deserve this and so much more. Thank you so much, Shanta. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm about to, girl, see. I feel like I've been an emotional wreck all day. That's why I got tissue available, because I literally feel like I've been crying all day. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Like I said, if you would have told me that I would have been here in January of last year, I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have believed you. I don't think I would have believed you, and that this, like, so quickly this would happen. And it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But God has been good to me in many ways. My life, and just giving me, good health and good strength, a good family support, and blessed me with a good man and with a good job. And so, I can't complain. Being selflessly, my mother says patient, lots of prayer, y'all. Lots of prayer. Okay. Lots of prayer. My fiance and I right now are doing a 40-day fast. And this is our second fast that we've done together. Yeah. Communication is key. Communication is key. And respect is key as well. That's all really good advice. But yeah. Ooh, I got this knot in my throat now. Thanks to Shanta. Big old knot in my throat. Okay. Is that all the questions you guys have? Let me see. Let me refresh this. Love you, girl. Refresh this and then see if are you going to continue nursing education after you move, or will you remain at the bedside? That's a great question. So the plans as it stands is to go back to education. But here's the thing, y'all. People be getting down on the bedside, but let me tell you, Miss Angie, the bedside has its perks. Let me tell you why. Once you leave work, that is it. There's no papers to grade. There are no assignments to grade. There are no grades to turn in. There's no staff to call and make sure that they showed up, and there's no staffing to worry about. There's no any of that. You don't take anything home. You go in, you do your 12-hour time, and you come home, and that is it. You get 3 of them mugs a week, 3 shifts a week, and that is it. There's a trade-off, with education and others. You have that 9-to-5 life. In administration, you have that 9-to-5 life. A lot of times you got to take work home there. You have 24-hour responsibility to a unit. You got to come in when they need you to come in, even though it's the weekend and you only work Monday through Friday, and you got to deal with your superiors and your staff. That's administration and education. There's all this grading. You deal with the students, whatever. So it has its pros and it has its cons. Maybe you said it already. Who's doing the big moves since you are in the LD? So we don't know. We don't know yet. I didn't. Someone did ask the question, but I don't know. We're still working that out. That's like the biggest thing that we are trying to work out right now. So keep us in your prayers about that. Jesus at the center. Jesus at the center of it all. Jesus at the center. You've come a long way, Patricia, and God will see you through every step of the way. Thank you. Karen, I just wipe my tears and you're trying to make me cry again. I can't with you. The Stasia one just coming in. Why did you have a knot in your throat? What's going on? Because all y'all Karen and Shanta and all them trying to make me cry. If you could do it all over again, would you plan your own wedding or hire a planner? I would do it by myself, y'all. I love the process. I love having my hands. But let me tell you, I'll be honest with you. I do have an event designer because I have a very specific vision and I want to make sure that day of everything is set up the right way. And I refuse, even me as picky and as controlling as I can be, I don't even want to set up my own wedding, the decorations on my own wedding day. And so I did hire like a lead event designer. Like, she's not an event planner or anything like that, but I am working with her to do this. And guess what, guys? Y'all want to know a secret? She's on YouTube. Yup. I'm so excited about this, y'all. I will tell you one day we'll talk in another video. But no, I would plan it my own thing. The only thing that I'm sort of teetering about is the day of coordinator, like a manager that sort of runs the show day of. That's someone that I'm thinking about hiring, but I'm not sure what y'all. I can't. Y'all see this chat? Y'all see this in here? How do I do this? What do I do this? How do I do this? Remove. That work? Deleted. Okay. That was your brother. You're bad. Okay. You know what? No. Nah. Okay. All right. Back to regular scheduled programming. So yes, no planner, but I've heard people swear by the planner. And so if you're one that doesn't know what up, Mel? If you're someone that doesn't know what they want or you want guidance, then definitely get a planner. One thing that I got is this checklist, just so I don't miss anything. And this planner is actually a planner that gave me this checklist. And so basically it's like all the elements of a wedding that you will need, and then a timeline as to when you should be accomplishing them. So like 12 months before your wedding, these are the things that you should have done. You know what I mean? So it kind of keeps you on track all the way up to the night before, the day of, and even like a post-wedding checklist. So that's what I'm using to keep me on track. Will you ever have him on your YouTube? Maybe a Q&A? Yeah. Yes, we need to talk about it, but I would think I would want him. I think he would be open to it. We haven't had a conversation directly about it, but I think he would be open to it. Is your family cooking or will you be catered? Catered. No question here. Just want to say huge congratulations. So excited for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, I've been emotional all day. Don't have me out here crying. Okay. No more tears. No more tears today. But yeah, guys, last minute questions. If not, I will, I will go ahead and go. I've been on here for a full hour. The sun is completely down now. But I'm glad that I got this out of the way. Karen, what month are you getting married? I can't say because earlier I mentioned, you might have not been in the chat yet, is that I want to get my save the date sent out first, because I don't want anybody saying that I'll put something online before they knew about it and then they coming for me, whatever. So the moment I get my save the dates out, then I will come online and talk about my wedding date and stuff like that. But it will be this year. I will tell you that. Yeah, no problem, Karen. No problem at all. But, I just don't want any kind of my family being like, how come I have to go to YouTube to find out when you're wedding? No, I'm not trying to hear it. Thank you, Mel. I hope so. Mel, where you live, Mel? If it's anywhere near here, we should have met already. But yeah, y'all, for any of you guys, the only person in this chat that's met me is Shanta. But for any of you guys who, live in, if I'm in the area from London, London. Okay, well, you never know. You never know. But yeah, for any of you guys who have, if I end up in your city, let's follow me on Instagram, because I always tag the city I'm in. Always hit me up. I'm like, hey, you're right around the corner. Like, let's meet up. Listen, even if we can't do like a formal sit down and eat like dinner together, but at least we can stop by Starbucks and have a coffee. You know what I mean? That would be cool. See, Karen, you was playing games one day. Karen, I'm always in New York. Matter of fact, I'm going to be in New York next month. Okay. So that means we should meet that weekend. It's going to be either the 3rd or the 4th weekend in February. Okay. So there it is. Hit me up. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining the chat today and joining me live. If you're watching this on the replay, definitely leave all your comments down below, video requests, things that you would like to see from me here on the channel. Happy New Year, guys. This is technically, I think, the first video of the new year. I definitely want to do more lives, especially in the whole singles club category. I want to do more lives on the channel. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking with me up until now. The videos will be a lot more often, I promise. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter to keep in contact with me in between these videos. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for joining, guys, who are the ones that are here live. And I'll see you guys soon.